talk to me right now because you're muted. Good to be back. Everybody's looking forward to some days off for Thanksgiving, I'm sure. So this is week 3 out of 4. So I found a book for you guys. I'm going to see if I can get it up on the screen now. I got to make sure I can do this. Might need Miss Reinheimer's help, but let me just make sure I remember. We're getting there. How are we doing, Miss Reinheimer? Is my screen up there yet?
Yeah, it's up there.
You see the book?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Hopefully our connection's good enough today. Had a little trouble getting on, but I'm hoping that wasn't a sign of bad things to come. So the book I picked today is it's about a dog. So we're not going to do bugs today. We're going to do one about a dog. A Kid for Jack. And as you can see on the screen, it is a true story. And what I thought was kind of cool about this book, and you can see a little bit from the pictures, a little different than what you might normally see in a picture book. If you see at the bottom here, it says that this was written and illustrated by 4th grade students of Piney Grove Elementary School in Kernersville, North Carolina. So your age, the authors, the people that wrote the book were kids in a 4th grade class, and they also drew all the pictures. So I think you guys would be capable of this if you ever tried it, but this one's about a true story that apparently happened near their town. So I'm going to get going here. All right, here we go. Jack did not have a collar because Jack did not have a home. He was a stray dog who ate food from garbage cans and slept in piles of leaves. But Jack wanted a real home, and he wanted a kid. Not just any kid, a kid who would scratch his belly, fill his dishes, and play fetch with him. All alone, Jack wandered into the middle of the road. Whoosh, thump, Jack was hit. He tried to hobble to the side of the road, but the pain stopped him. Poor Jack. He blinked slowly again and again. When he opened his eyes, he saw a woman coming toward him. "You poor dog," the woman said. Maybe she would give Jack a real home and a kid of his own. Jack tried to wag his tail. He closed his eyes instead, and everything went black. When he woke up, his back leg hurt. He couldn't get up. A man in a white coat stroked Jack's head. "Rest, big guy," the vet whispered. "We need to operate on your hip. Then you will be as good as new." Maybe this would be Jack's real home. The medicine made Jack fall asleep. He dreamed of finding a kid of his own. The next day, Jack was not as good as new. He could not stand. He needed medicine for pain and keeping infections away. He needed to stay with the friendly people at the veterinary hospital until he could walk. When he felt better, Jack was loaded into a car and taken to the Forsyth Correctional Center. Maybe this would be Jack's real home. By the way, it looks like the Forsyth Correctional Center is actually a name for the prison that was close by. There were no kids, but there was a big grassy field and other dogs. He was given his own crate. A man rubbed Jack's belly. "Welcome to the New Leash on Life program, Jack," the head trainer greeted him. So it looks like it's a program at the prison for dogs to maybe help give the inmates something to do. Jack was scared. That night he went to sleep scared. He woke up scared, and he was taken out to the field scared. Then Jack met his trainer, an inmate at the prison. It was like all the scared flew out of him. The trainer gave Jack treats and scratched his belly when he learned something new. Jack made four new dog friends at the program. He learned to sit, stay, heel, and lie down.
You're glitching.
Yeah, you're pushing for me too.
On
Daddy,
the
turn
day
off
of
the camera.
Guys,
And Lily.
we all know he's glitching. Just listen. It's okay.
Sorry.
Hopefully you can see the words. So if you can't hear me, you can read it yourself too. On the day of graduation, Jack got an unpleasant surprise. He was not allowed to graduate because his hip was still healing. New dogs entered the program and Jack could show off. He was proud because he knew more than any of the other dogs. So it looks like those dogs were named Bunny, Sweet Hero, Roscoe, and Cece. They all got to graduate, but Jack was still healing. After another 4 weeks, it was time to find Jack a real home. Volunteers from the Humane Society brought poodles, cute puppies, chihuahuas, and schnauzers to the honeybee festival. In town. Oops. Hold on. Let me try that again. After another 4 weeks, it was time to find Jack a real home. Volunteers from the Humane Society brought poodles, cute puppies, chihuahuas, and schnauzers to the honeybee festival in town, hoping to find loving families to adopt them. And they brought Jack too. Maybe Jack would find a real home. The children loved the energetic puppies, but Jack was a big 1-year-old dog. 1-year-old dog is 7 in dog years, and he walked with a limp. He had to wait for kids to notice him. He was about to give up hope when a boy and a girl came over to him. They smelled like cotton candy and gave loving hugs. A reporter took a picture of Jack and his new friends. Looks like Jack and his new friends got in the paper. That night, Jack went to sleep happy. He woke up happy, and he trained with his trainer happy. A few days later, the girl came to the prison. Her name was Lily, and she brought her older sister, little brother, parents, and her dog. They all played in the grassy field. It looks like Jack likes us, Lily's dad said. There's a picture of Jack meeting their dog that they had already, and I see the family in the background watching. Jack had to say goodbye to his trainer. You be a good boy now, Jack. His trainer gave him a final treat. Looks like he actually gave him 2 treats. Then Jack hopped into the minivan. He went to his real home. Jack got more than he wanted. He had 3 kids to scratch his belly, fill his dish, and play fetch with him. And the 3 kids got a lifetime of doggy kisses. Oh, Jack got his family. And here's some good pictures. This is Jack. This is the real Jack. He lives in Kernersville, North Carolina. He loves running, dinner time, and belly rubs. We got a dog at our house that looks a lot like Jack now. And here's the 4th grade class that wrote the book and drew the pictures. They look like your age, I'm sure. You guys could probably fit in and do just the same thing. I think that's the end of the story.